Welcome back everybody, Bakuzilla here, and today we will be doing a review on the NECA Shin Godzilla. So before I get started, I do want to say this is the new re-released version of the NECA Shin Godzilla for like the new box art and stuff. I don't know if that changes anything, but anyway. First I'm going to talk about the paint and sculpt. The painting on this guy is actually pretty nice. The blacks and reds and browns mix very well together. Looks very, very accurate to the movie. I do think there's a little bit too much on the tail and a little bit too much in the dorsal plates. It's a little bit too vibrant. Too vibrant for how he looked in the movie. I know saying that about Shin Godzilla isn't saying much because giant purple laser beams. Yeah, anyway. I still think it's a little bit too much. The nails and teeth on the claws, those look very nice. They have a nice bony look to them, nice bony paint. They actually look super good. Yeah, the teeth also look fantastic. They have the sort of same texture, and it looks super nice. For the tail, the paint on the tail, it's kind of I don't know. It's just like I said about the dorsal plates. It's a little bit too much. There's also these splotches of yellow around the place for some reason. I think it's like kind of like pus looking. I don't know why. It's not very good looking. I don't think it's anyway, the sculpt throughout the figure looks perfect. It's almost perfect. I don't have really anything to say bad about this sculpt other than the tail doesn't have that face. I don't know if it's a face or not or whatever. It's just that it kind of does. Not really, I think. I don't know. It's just kind of there, also covered up by the paint. That's one issue. Another issue is the head. The head doesn't look, in my opinion, it doesn't look that great. Okay, it looks too goofy for me. It's too goofy of a head. Other than those two things, the sculpt is fantastic and wonderful. Also forgot to say the eyes. The eyes are googly eyes. They look two different directions, which is it's pretty annoying. But anyway, yeah, that's it. That's all I have to say for the sculpt and paint. So now moving into the articulation, there really isn't much to say about the articulation. It's just your basic 6-inch Godzilla figure articulation. You got some rotation at the legs with ankle bend and pivots. I must say, the spread on this guy isn't too good. It's kind of non-existent. The ankle pivot is barely there too, but I will say they do have it's slightly there, not all the way, but yeah, it's sort of there. The middle, I don't know what it's called, the waist thing movement is non-existent either. It's just barely there. Other than that, the hands, they have a bunch of articulation. You can move them all over the place. The head, you can make it look down really far, which if you've seen the movie, you'd know why. But the jaw also opens super wide, which again, if you watch the movie, you'd know why. And the tail has a bunch of points of articulation on it, except like halfway through, it does have to be cut off. And because it's NECA and the boxes that they use doesn't allow that, or I guess they could. I don't know why they don't make it. It could have been a little bit more articulated, I must say. The tail could have gone on a little further with articulation. They kind of cut short. That's fine. It's not too big of a deal. The end of the tail, like the last third of it, is just like a rubbery plastic sort of thing. It isn't hard plastic, so yeah, I guess you can slightly bend it in ways, but anyway, yeah, that's all I really have to say on the articulation on this guy. In terms of accessories, this guy doesn't come with anything at all, so let's just move on from that. For size comparisons, first we have the Robot Spirit Strelitzia, my previous review. The NECA Burning Godzilla 2019 and the NECA Godzilla 62. The SH Monstrarts Godzilla 2019. And finally, the Deca Diamond Dragonoid. Okie dokie, it is now time for the final portion of the video where I give my final thoughts and rate each aspect of the figure and then give it a final rating. First, we will be talking about the paint. The paint, like I said, is absolutely amazing, but I did have to give it a 3 out of 5, not only because I thought it had too much paint on the back and the tail, making it a little bit too orange and red. If it was only that, it would have gotten a 4 out of 5, but it got a 3 out of 5 because when I first got it, there was so much paint around one of the legs that I had to heat it to the point where the plastic was literally jello, and I had to use a knife and a screwdriver to like rip the paint off. It was a thing. It was a lot of trouble, and I don't like when my figures do that, especially since it's only happened with NECA figures. It's annoying. So 3 out of 5 for paint. Sculpt, like I said, absolutely beautiful. There's the minor issue of the tail, which isn't a big deal, and also the head, which I guess looks fine, but I really don't like it. It kind of looks a little bit too goofy for me. But other than that, this sculpt is beautiful and amazing. So 4 out of 5. Articulation, also 4 out of 5. There are a little bit too limited joints, like the waist and the, I guess, hip joints, I guess, yeah. Yeah, they're a little bit too limited, but everything else is nice and ranged. You can move a lot of, you can have a lot of posability with those. So 4 out of 5. Since there is no accessories, we'll just skip over that. For size, I gave it a 5 out of 5 because, I mean, what else can you give it? It's just a standard 6-inch Godzilla figure, which basically the entirety of the world has accepted that Godzilla will be 6-inch normally. So I can't really fault it. It's actually a little bit bigger than 6 inches, than the other 6-inch figures. So 5 out of 5. Overall, for this 27, 23, wherever, like somewhere around that price. I don't know if you find a Big Bad Toy Store. I guess you can find it for 23. Target's probably 27, might be 23. But for that price figure, this is super, super nice. Absolutely amazing. I don't know what the SH Monstrarts version did to get trashed on so much. And yeah, anyway, this is super nice. For 20 bucks, I'd say definitely pick this up. It's amazing. If you love Shin Godzilla, pick this up. If you like Godzilla, pick this up. If you like giant monsters, pick this up. It's a super good figure. Anyway, that's all I have to say. If you guys did enjoy the video, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.